There was a mechanic everyone in town called Quick Mech. His real name was Tony Delluca, fast hands, smooth talk, and a reputation that wasn't exactly clean. Tony could fix a car in record time, but most of the time, he didn't fix much at all. He'd lie about repairs, swap out good parts for old ones, and charge twice what a job was worth. It wasn't personal, he told himself, just business. People didn't know cars, and Tony needed the money. But one dry summer afternoon, an old red pickup rattled into his shop. The thing looked half dead, coughing, shaking, barely holding together. Out stepped an old man in a dusty cap, face lined with years of hard work. "Son," he said quietly, "she's all I've got left. Don't need her perfect, just need her running." Tony barely looked up. "Sure, old-timer. But she's in bad shape. You'll need a new carburetor, maybe a full rebuild. Gonna cost you." The man nodded sadly, reached into his pocket, and handed over a few folded bills. "Do what you can." After the man left, Tony lifted the hood, and froze. On the rusted engine block, faint but clear, were the words "built by Marco Delluca, 1985. His father's name. Tony's chest tightened. He hadn't said that name out loud in years. His dad had been an honest mechanic, the kind who'd fix a car for free if someone was struggling. He used to tell Tony, "If you can't fix it right, son, don't fix it at all." Tony used to believe that. Until he didn't. Something shifted inside him that night. He couldn't bring himself to lie about this one. He stayed in the garage after dark, the only sound the click of his wrench and the hum of an old radio. He rebuilt that engine piece by piece, no shortcuts, no tricks, no lies. By dawn, the pickup purred like new. Tony sat on the floor, grease on his hands, eyes burning, not from the smoke, but from the weight lifting off his chest. When the old man came back the next morning, Tony tossed him the keys. "She's ready," he said. The man turned the ignition, and the truck roared to life, smoother than it had in decades. "How much do I owe you?" the man asked. Tony shook his head. "You already paid for it." The old man frowned. "I don't understand." Tony smiled softly. "My dad built this truck. You paid him once. I'm just finishing the job." The man's eyes glistened. He reached out and placed a trembling hand on Tony's shoulder. "He'd be proud, son." Then he drove off, the sound of that old truck fading down the road like a heartbeat. Tony stood there, staring at the sign above his shop, "Fast. Fair. Reliable." For the first time, those words felt true. He wiped his hands, looked at the empty bay, and whispered, "Thanks, Dad." From that day on, people still called him Quick Mech, but not because he was fast to take their money. Now, he was quick to help, quick to fix, and quick to make things right. Because he finally understood, fixing an engine is easy. But fixing your soul? That takes heart.